Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. How are you today? Hope you guys have a good day today. So today I'm gonna answer some questions that my lecturer has given to us. So before that, I'm gonna introduce myself first. My name is Rena, and then I'm from TD class. Okay, today I'm gonna answer some questions. It's going to be fun actually. So there are 10 parts today that we're gonna answer that. So without any further ado, let's get started. Okay guys, we're gonna start with part 1. Okay, the first question in part 1 is, how many people are there in your family? Who are they? Okay, I'm gonna answer that. I have extended family actually. I have big family. I have my mom, my dad, and then my siblings, and then I have 4 brothers and then 4 sisters, include me actually. So I have 8 siblings, include me actually. And then special of me, I have twin sister. Her name is Reni, and then my name is Rena. So we are twin sister. So yeah, I have extended family actually. Okay. Next question is about which family member do you spend time the most with? Okay, that I mentioned you before that I have twin sister, right? So right now I live in Pekanbaru right now, and then we are study here, and then we are live together, of course. So absolutely, I spend a lot of time with my twin sister here. So we always spend a lot of time together. We go to anywhere together. So yeah, my twin sister is very close with me. So I spend a lot of time with her here. Okay, next question is, could you tell me about your family home? Yes, my family home is located in Kuantan, Singingi, and then especially my village is Pulau Panjang Hilir. So my home located there. So and then I'm gonna describe my home actually just a little bit. And then I have a quite big home, and then it's quite good home actually. So because my mom always say to me, I always say that. Okay guys, next question in part 1 is the third question is, could you tell me about your family home? Yes, my family home is located in Kuantan Singingi, which is Pulau Panjang Hilir. It is my village, so my home is located there. And then my home is quite big, and then because I have a extended family, right? So my family home is quite big. So yeah, it's quite big, and then it's quite good actually. There are 5 bedrooms, and then there are 2 bathrooms actually. So yeah, there is a living room and a dining room, and then of course there are the playground actually. So yeah, I have that. Okay, the fourth question in part 1 is, do you like your neighborhood? Yes, I do like my neighborhood because we're so close to each other. Especially my mom. My mom is very close with my neighborhood. So I do like my neighborhood actually. They're so kind. They're so very nice person. Very nice people. So yeah. Next, the last question in part 1 actually. Is there anything you would like to change about your neighborhood? Actually, this is a tricky question though. I'm not sure, but I could say that maybe I really want to change. I would like to change about them is they're so quiet person, and then they're so quick person. They're so silent person actually. So sometimes there'll be the arrogant sometimes, and then they're so introvert person. So sometimes they don't care about people around them actually. So I really want to change about them. Yeah. Okay. Okay guys, we're gonna answer the part 2. Okay, the first question in part 2 is, what are your favorite and at least favorite subject? Okay, of course, definitely absolutely 100%. My favorite subject is English. So that's why I choose English education department here. So when I was a child, when I was in senior high school, junior high school, even the kindergarten, I loved English very much. So that's why I choose English education department right now, because I think that English is one of the most interesting subjects. So I think that I have potential in English education. So I think that I really wanna become English teacher soon, so that's why I choose English education department. So I love English very much. And then my at least a favorite subject is, I could say that, mathematics. I don't like mathematics at all. I don't like mathematics because when I was a child and then even my senior and junior, I don't like mathematics. So yeah, I don't like mathematics. Okay, next question is about what is the most important thing you've learned at school? The most important thing I learned at school. Actually, a lot of things that I've learned at school, especially to understand people. And then when the first time that I met people in my college, I think that the most thing that we should know is to understand other people, so yeah, I think that a lot of things that I learned about at school. Okay, next question is about where do you go when you have to study? Why do you like study there? Well, actually, I like to study, of course, and in my bedroom, because I think that when I go to my bedroom, I think that I can to refresh myself, and then I can, if I go to another place, I think it's make me so difficult. Okay, next question is where do you go when you have to study? Why do you like to study there? Okay, it's not only for study, actually, for everything that I'm gonna do. I always go to my bedroom, actually, my bedroom, because I think that my bedroom is one of the best way to make myself calm and then to refresh myself, because I don't like being outdoor, actually, so I prefer go to the bathroom, so I can focus on everything that I'm gonna start. I'm gonna do, not only study but everything, things that I'm gonna do. So I prefer my bedroom because I can focus on that. There is no people there. There is no someone can disrupt me. So I prefer go to my bedroom. Okay. Next question is about, is there something you would like to learn about? Yes, I really wanna learn about debate, actually, guys. I think that debate is one of most challenging things that I'm gonna try. So I really wanna try that. But I hope soon that I can try debate, because I think debate is difficult, right? So I really wanna try that. Okay, the last question in part two. Do you plan to study in the future? What do you want to study? I really want to study about Indian language, actually, guys. You must be curious about that, because most people know me that I loved English very much. I love English, Indian language, even movies, songs, and then everything about India. I love that. So that's why guys, when they are speaking English, I think that their accents, the pronunciation is kind of unique. So I really, wow, this is so good. I think that I really wanna study Indian language. So yeah, I really wanna study Indian language, actually, soon. Hey guys, next in part three. So the first question in part two is, would you prefer to work indoors or outdoors? Why? That I mentioned you before, right? I don't like being outdoors. I prefer do everything in outdoors, in indoors. So I don't like being outdoors. So I prefer indoor, actually, because when I am in outdoors, it's crowd, hectic, and then I am, maybe I could say that I am introvert person. So if a lot of people pay attention to me too much, so it's kind of like make me nervous. So I don't like being outdoors. I prefer even work, study, everything. I prefer in indoors than outdoors. So yeah. Okay. Next question is, do you prefer working on your own or with other people? I think it depends on the work. I think depends on the what kind of the job that you want to do. If you want to working with if this work need groups or members, that I think that I prefer to work with other people because it can help me right to do that. So it's can I can do by myself, and then I prefer working by myself. So it's kind of like it's gonna depends on the what kind of the job that you want to do, I think. But mostly I prefer working by myself. Okay. Next question is about what kind of work would you like to do in the future? Um, mm, I would like to do in the future. Okay, I would like to do a translator maybe, because I think that being translator, we can go to around the world, and then we can meet another person, and then we can other people like foreign people. So I really wanna interact with them. I want to build conversation with other foreign, like maybe in English. I really wanna speak in English in foreign with native speaker actually. So when being a translator, maybe I can go to around the world, and then I can meet another person, other people. So I want to become a translator. Okay. Okay. Next question is there a job you would like never want to do? A job that I would never to do. I could say that maybe doctor or maybe midwife, because I think that being a doctor or a midwife is kind of like difficult. I think that, and then the first reason is I don't like blood. Actually, I'm so scared about blood, so I don't have the passion in to be midwife or doctor, because I'm so scared, with blood actually. So I don't want to do that. Okay. The next one is what do you think would be the most difficult job to do? Well, actually, this is so tricky question actually, and then I don't really know much about the job. So I could say that right now I am in English education. Maybe I would say that teacher or lecturer is one of the big difficult job actually, because you should put a lot of effort on it, like you should on time, be patient, and then you should smart, obviously smart, and then yeah, you should put a lot of effort on it. It's not easy job actually, so I think that we should have a lot of effort on it. So yeah, I think teacher or lecturer is one of difficult job, I think. Okay, guys, in part four. Okay, I'm gonna answer the first question is who do you spend your free time with? Okay. That I mentioned you before. I have a twin sister right here, so we live together here. So I could say that my twin sister, that someone that close with me right now. So we're gonna spend a lot of time together. So yeah, with my twin sister, even on weekend or free time or weekday. So I'll spend a lot of time with her. Okay. How much time do you spend at home? This is depends on my schedule actually. If I have a lot of classes, if I have a lot of classes, so I'm gonna spend a lot of time at my university. But if I at a weekend, I'm gonna spend a lot of time at home. Even just all days, I'm gonna spend a lot of times at my boarding post right now. So it depends on my schedule actually. I couldn't decide it correctly to you. So yeah, this depends on my schedule. Okay. Next question is: it is easy to meet new people where you live. Why or why not? I think yes. Right now I am in Pekanbaru, so this is new place for me, right? So I think that when I go to the market, when I go to the store, when I go to everywhere here, so I'll met new people because I haven't known them before. So yeah, it's kind of like usually for me because I haven't met them before. So I'll every when I go to the market, when I go to the store, I'll meet new people. Okay, it's easy for me to hear. Okay, next question. Where do you like to go to meet your friends? I think I like to meet my friends in my college because when I meet my people in my college, we're gonna go to the canteen and then we eat together there. We having a dinner there. We having dinner. Okay, next question in part four is where do you like to go to meet your friends? I like to meet my friends in my university. Why? Because I think that when I meet my friend my friends in outdoor or maybe in cafe in the restaurant, I think it's very spend a lot of time spend a lot of time, spend a lot of money, of course, because yeah, I don't like spend a lot of money. So I prefer meet my friends in my university. We can go to the canteen together. We can eat there, and then I think that foods in canteen are affordable for a student, especially a student like me. So I think that I like to meet my people in my college. Okay, the last question in part four is: have you got any plans for this weekend? Yes, I have. I have a plan this weekend. I'm gonna back to my hometown, of course, because I think that I can wait to make my family. I can wait to my friends there. So I really excited to go there to back my hometown homecoming. Actually, I really wanna back there. And then of course I have a plan with my classmates that we're gonna go to studio to take a picture together to keep memory together. Yeah, I have two plans this weekend. Okay, guys, part five. So the first question in part five is, what's your favorite way of traveling? Why do you like it? Well, I'll go to travel with my family, and then I'll go to travel by motorcycle because guys, I am nosy person, so it's difficult for me to go to anywhere by car, by motorcycle, by car, by plane, by train, so it's difficult for me. So I prefer go to traveling with motorcycle. So yeah, this is one of the best way for me. And then I'll go to travel with my family because I think that I can keep memory with them. And then I don't have many friends actually, so I prefer go to travel with my family. Okay, next question is about what's the longest journey you've ever been on? Tell us about. Actually, I'm so shy to say that, to say this actually, because I could say that the longest journey that I have been on is to go to Pekanbaru. Guys, I mentioned you before, I am nosy person, so it's kind of like difficult for me to go to everywhere. So it's difficult for me to go to far away from my house. So yeah, this is one of the longest journey that I have been on. So yeah, go to Pekanbaru. I'm so sorry to say that. Don't believe me, okay? Okay, next one is about how do you pass the time on your long journey? Maybe I could say that I don't like traveling, so I prefer watching movie and then sometimes listening to the music, and then I prefer to sleeping because I don't like traveling actually. So I prefer being indoors than outdoors. So, do you prefer travel abroad holiday or to stay closer to home? I prefer closer to home, obviously. Obviously. That I mentioned before, I'm a nosy person. I don't like being outdoors, so I prefer closer to my home, and I'm nosy person. Is it so difficult for me to go to far away from my house? So I prefer closer to my home. Okay, the last question in part 5. Where do you think you'll spend your holiday next year? Where do you think you'll spend your holiday next year? If I have opportunity, I'll go to India. Did I mention you before? I love in India, so I'll go to India. I'll meet Shah Rukh Khan. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. No, I really like it, India actually. So I really wanna go there. Okay, guys, the last question in part 5. Where do you think you'll spend your holiday next year? Okay, if I have an opportunity, if I have money, if I have everything, I'm gonna go to India. That I mentioned you before, guys. I really like India, so I really want to go there, and then I really want to go there with my family, with my friends. So I really want to go there. So, yeah, I really want to go there, India. See you next time, India. Let's go to the part 6. Part 6. So the first question in part 6 is, how do you find out what's happening in the world? Well, is it recently nowadays is very easy to find out what's happening in the world, because we can get from social media, I think. So social media is very updated actually, so we can find and not everything information, and then everything we can find in social media, like fashion, maybe the good news, bad news, everything what's happening in the world we can find on social media, I think. So it's kind of easy recently nowadays to find what's happening in the world actually. So yeah, is it easy finds out by social media actually. Okay, next question is about, do you have a favorite newspaper or magazine? Why do you like it? Well, actually, is it a tricky question for me, because I don't like reading actually, so it's kind of like hard to me to answer this question, because I don't like reading. But right now, I'll try myself to do that. I'll try myself to read a lot. I try myself to read a lot and then understand book, because I really want to make myself to like reading actually. Okay, so I don't know about newspaper or magazine, so I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. Okay, the next question is about, do you use internet? What sort of things do you use it for? Yes, I do use internet actually. I use like social media like Instagram, TikTok, and then YouTube. So mostly I use social media for study, for learn something news. Like, guys, like right now everything that I have from my English, like grammar, pronunciation, and then vocabulary as well, I got from social media, especially from Instagram, because a lot of things that I have right now I got from social media. So I think that social media helped me a lot to improve my English skills. So mostly I use social media for study, and then for entertain myself actually, because a lot of funny video on social media. So yeah, mostly for my study, for my improve my English skills, because I got a lot of vocabularies, idioms, slang. So how to pronounce correctly, I got from social media. New vocabulary, so I got from social media. So yeah, I use social media for study, something news. Okay, and the next question is, what the difference between reading the news in the newspaper or on the internet? I think that they're very different, because if you guys reading news in newspaper, I think that you have a physical book, but it's kind of like make me, or mostly people say that it's kind of like make them they boring to read a lot on newspaper. But if you read newspaper, if you read news on the internet, I think it's kind of like interesting actually, because in social media there are attractive video, there are reels, and then there are emoticon that make us interesting to read the news, right? Most people said that, but I'm not really sure about that. So yeah, mostly I think that is it right, because in social media on the internet we get a lot of attraction video, and then reels, and then the cute video sometimes. So it's kind of like entertain us, so we can got we won't get bored to read it. And the last question in part 6. Okay. The last question in part 6. Do you think computers will replace newspaper and TV in the future? Yes, I think so, because you can see that right now recently, most people don't use a TV to watch again, because they prefer watching on social media, especially on YouTube's computers or something like that. Because I think that watching some things on social media, it's kind of like entertain us, because they provide attractive video, reels video, and funny video, and then funny emoticon. So it's kind of interesting for us. So I think that they will replace newspaper and TV in the future. Okay, guys, we're gonna go to the part 7. So the first question in part 7 is, how much TV do you watch in a week? Well, when I was in my village, in my home, I'll watch TV maybe 2 times a day, because I love watching TV. But right now I am living in Pekanbaru, right? So I don't have TV here, so I haven't watched TV again. So yeah, I haven't watched TV again here. But when I was in my home, I'll watch TV 2 times a day, like morning and night. So, okay, the next question is, how often do you go to cinema? Well, actually, I'm type of person who doesn't like go to cinema. But I could say that maybe once 2 months. Yeah, I could say like that. Okay, next question is tells us about films you've seen recently. Wow, I just watched Indian movie actually. The under title is Students of the Year. So it's kind of like entertains me a lot. The plot, the story, the characters, and then the actors on the film. I love that. So yeah, I love that. I'm gonna repeat again to watch again. Okay, the next question is about, would you rather go to cinema or theater? I prefer cinema, obviously, because I haven't gone to the theater actually, so I prefer go to cinema. So yeah, I prefer go to cinema actually, but yeah, I prefer go to cinema. Okay, have you ever been a concert? Have you ever been to concert? I haven't. I haven't gone to concert actually, but I really want it. I really want to go. I really want to go to. I really wanted go to BTS concert or maybe Blackpink concert. I really want it. So yeah, I hope soon I'll go to the concert. Okay, guys, we're gonna go to the part 8. So the first question is, which area of your country would you like to get to know better? Why? I would like to know about West Sumatra. I'm so curious. I'm so confused. Why? A lot of people like going there, because even foreign people, native speaker, or variant people, bule, or we call it bule, or even in local people like going there. I'm so confused. What is the interesting of West Sumatra? So I really want to get to know about that more. Okay, what's the most interesting place you've ever visited? Tell us about it. Well, I've ever visited not in my village actually. Is Kwantan Singingi. So I ever gone there with my family actually. So it's kind of like good. I don't even remember the name. So I just described the place. Okay, the place is kind of like there are restaurant there are gardens, and then there are like the backyard, so it's kind of like good for good views, and then we can take a picture there, so it's kind of like good for me. So it's kind of the food, the people there is very very kind, so I'm so confused of, wow, I am so happy when I go there with my family. So I really want to back there actually. I don't even remember the name actually, so I forgot. Okay, the next question is about, have you ever used your English on holiday? No, I haven't used my English yet. So, but I really wanna use my English. I really wanna build conversation with the bule or with the foreign people. I really wanted that because I really wanna know my level in English, right? So I really want it. Okay. Do you like to plan your holiday just before you go, or do you not plan in advance? Why? I'm the type of person who very cares about everything, so I should prepare something in advance. So I love planning something. So yeah, I prefer that. I like to I like to plan before I go. Okay, the last question in part A is, if you could go anywhere on holiday, where would you go? That I mentioned you before, guys. I love India very much. So if I have the opportunity, if I have money, if I have everything, I'm gonna go to India because I'm really convinced about the street food they have. Like a lot of people say on social media that about Indian street food. So, but I really want to try that. I really want to try that. So I'm so convinced. So yeah, I hope I'll go there. Okay, guys. Next in part 9. Okay, the first question in part 9 is, what sort of music do you listen to? Why do you enjoy it? Guys, I mentioned you many times that I love in India's life. So yeah, of course, I love Indian music, Indian singers. So recently, I love listening to Indian music like Kesaria, Zalima, and then my favorite singer of India is Rena Gozal, Arjit Singh, so many things. So I love Indian so much. So yeah, I really enjoy Indian song because you know, like Indian songs make me calm, and it's very related for myself because the music, the voice of the singers is kind of like it's my cup of tea. So it's kind of like very good for me. So I love Indian music, Indian singer. Okay, next. Do you like shopping? What sort of things do you buy? Yes, I do like shopping. I'm not gonna lie. I do love shopping. I sometimes I can the things that I really need for my veil, my clothes, sometimes my skirt. So everything that I need, I love to buy that kind of that everything that I need. Okay, what's your favorite food? Of course, my favorite food is Indonesian cuisine. So recently, I love chili sauce chicken. So it's kind of like my comfort food right now. So I love chili sauce chicken. So Indonesian cuisine is kind of like very good food for me. Okay, what do you like to do at the weekend? I like watching movie, and then sometimes I would like cooking. So that's why I love cooking actually. So okay, guys, we're gonna go to the part 9. So the first question in part 9 is, what sort of music do you listen to, and then why do you enjoy it? Guys, I've told you many times that I love India. So yes, of course, obviously, I love Indian music actually. So recently, I like to listen Kesaria and then sometimes Zalima. It's kind of like my favorite music recently. So my favorite singer of Indian is Arjit Singh or sometimes Shreya Ghosal. So it's kind of like very very touchy for me. So I love their voice, their songs, and then the instrument, the voice of the singer of India. So it's kind of like wow, it's the best singer that I ever heard. So yeah, I love Indian music. Again, next question is about, do you like shopping? And then what sort of things do you buy? Yes, I do like shopping. The things that I buy, maybe it's kind of like veil, and then my clothes, and then my skirt, and then everything that I need actually. So I'm sort of person like that. Yeah. Next question is about, what's your favorite food, and then why do you like it? Yes, of course, my favorite food is Indonesian cuisine, and especially is chili sauce chicken right now. So it's kind of like comfort food for me. So I like that very much. When I go to the restaurant, I'll buy chili sauce chicken. When I wanna cook, I'll make chili sauce chicken. So it's kind of like comfort food for me. So Indonesian cuisine is the best. Okay, next one is, what do you like to do at the weekend? I like watching movies. Sometimes I like cooking. So I like sometimes watching movie while cooking, and then sometimes lie down on my back. So it's the best way to spend your weekend, right? Okay, the last question in the part 9 is, tell us about that you've really enjoyed recently. I really enjoy doing my homework actually. I'm not gonna lie. It was tired, it was stressful, but I was really enjoy that. I really enjoy that because I'm not gonna lie. Okay, the last question is about, tells us about that you've recently enjoyed recently. I really enjoy doing my homework, my assignment actually. So it was a lot actually, but I am not gonna lie. It was tired, it was stressed out, but I really enjoy that because it's kind of like my moment that I spend a lot of time. Okay, guys, the last question in part 9 is, tell us about the day you've recently enjoyed recently. I really enjoy doing my homework, my assignment, because I have a lot of assignment, a lot of tasks, a lot of things that I'm gonna do, but I really enjoy that. I'm not gonna lie, it was tired day, it was stressful, but I really enjoyed it. I'm not gonna lie. So yeah. Okay guys, this is the last part actually. So the part 10. So the first question in part 10 is, what sort of books do you enjoy reading most? Guys, I've told you many times that I don't like reading. So I'm not sure about that. But recently I keep myself to read a lot. So actually I just bought new book. So this is for practice my reading. I really wanna like reading actually. So I could say that this is book that I read recently is Atomic Habits from James Clear. So it's kind of like good book actually. So I try myself to always reading this. Read one page a day. So I always force myself to do that. Okay. Okay, the next question is, what is the most popular sport in your country? I could say that maybe soccer, or maybe badminton, or maybe volleyball. So it's a lot actually. I am not sure which one is the most popular, but maybe yeah, soccer actually. Okay, then the next one is, what do you do to exercise? I'm the person actually who doesn't like exercise, but if you force me to choose that, I could say that maybe running. I like running than others exercise, so I prefer running. Okay. The next question is, what do you? Does anyone you know have an interesting hobby? Yes. Yes, I have my friend. She told me about that. What is I asked her at the time. So what is your hobby? And then she told me that my hobby is sleeping. So I think, wow, is what kinds of the hobby is it? So it's kind of, yeah, this is my hobby because I like doing that. I like sleeping. But she said to me. So it's kind of interesting, right? This is for me interesting actually. Okay. The last question is about, if you could take up a new hobby, what would you do? If I can take up a new hobby, I'm gonna try reading. I'm gonna try reading because I think that reading is very benefits for me. When I try reading, I really I think that reading is very benefit for me. Like I can get a lot of vocabularies in it, and then I can practice my conversation, and then I can make my grammars improve. So I think that this is the best way to me as an English language trainer. So I really wanna reading being my hobby. So yeah, like that. Okay guys, done. Wow, it was so good. Okay guys, this is the first time that I answer a lot of question actually. So it was good. It was fun actually. So thank you so much for watching, and then thank you so much for those people listen to me today. So I'm so sorry guys for my mistakes, for my pronunciation, for my grammar as well. So I'm so sorry for that. So thank you so much for today, and then I'll see you the next video. Bye. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.